This is a story about kindness. At Castle Tantrum, the Queen liked to wake up every morning and go down to the garden, where her ladies-in-waiting would present her with a breakfast of the freshest of fresh milk, brought from the cows that very day. But this day, when she went to drink, she asked, "Is this the freshest of fresh milk?" The lady-in-waiting said, "No, my lady, I'm afraid all we could get was yesterday's fresh milk." "What?" she said. "This is outrageous. Get me my knight, Sir Toots-a-lot." Sir Toots-a-lot came over. She said, "I must send you at once on a mission of great importance. Go down to the supermarket and get the freshest of fresh milk. Today's fresh milk." And so off he went. Sir Toots-a-lot hurried down to the supermarket, where he grabbed a shopping trolley and went in. There, he asked, "Are you working today, good sir?" "Yes," said the staff member. "I'm afraid it's Sunday morning, so we're only a skeleton staff today." "Where may I get the milk?" "Well, if you go down past the vegetables, you'll find the fridges at the end, and there you can get the milk." And so Sir Toots-a-lot went down to the fridges, where he looked at the dates of the milk and discovered that the only milk there was yesterday's fresh milk, not today's fresh milk. Nevertheless, he did what he could, so he bought some milk, brought it back, paid for it, and then went back to the Queen. When he got back to the Queen, he said, "I have brought you your milk, my lady." She replied, "But is it today's fresh milk?" "I'm afraid not, my lady. They had nothing in store other than yesterday's fresh milk." Suddenly, she got very angry. She stamped her feet. She raged. She ranted. Her face went very red. She said, "Sir Toots-a-lot, nothing but today's fresh milk will do for a queen. Out you go again to the shop and get me some fresh milk." And so off he raced. Sir Toots-a-lot found the milk bar. He asked if there was any fresh milk, today's fresh milk. The shopkeeper said, "I'm afraid not, Sir Toots-a-lot. The Queen has demanded so much fresh milk that there's none left in the shop. All we have is yesterday's fresh milk." "Oh dear," said Sir Toots-a-lot, and headed back to the Queen. The Queen asked him when he returned, "Did you have success, Sir Toots-a-lot? Do you have today's fresh milk?" He replied, "Alas, my Queen, I do not. All I have is yesterday's fresh milk." Enraged, she sent him out again. "This time go to the farmer and see if he can give you today's fresh milk." And so Sir Toots-a-lot, feeling very uncomfortable because of the Queen's anger, went out again. So Sir Toots-a-lot hurried down to the farmer. He asked, "Farmer, do your cows have any fresh milk today?" The farmer hummed and hawed and thought. And he said, "Well, my good sir, some cows don't produce milk because it's the dry season. And some cows don't produce milk because they're giving it to their calves. But these cows don't produce milk because they're horses." Said Sir Toots-a-lot. "You can't even get milk out of them?" "I'm afraid not, my sir." And so Sir Toots-a-lot went back to the Queen with bad news. When Sir Toots-a-lot returned, the Queen said, "I hope you have good news for me, Sir Toots-a-lot." "Alas, my Queen, I do not. I bring ill tidings." The Queen grew angry. The Queen grew red. The dog growled. She looked as though she would explode. And then suddenly she heard a noise. It was the sound of a plink and a plonk. She wondered what it was, and she listened again. And a plink and a plonk. It was the sound of water dripping onto metal. She looked over at Sir Tootsalot. The noise seemed to be coming from inside his armour, and sure enough, there were tears falling from Sir Tootsalot's eyes and landing on his metal armour. "Oh," she said. "Oh, Sir Tootsalot, what am I doing? What have I done? You have been so kind and done everything I asked, and all I can give you is anger and unkindness." And the Queen apologised to Sir Tootsalot. Suddenly she looked around and realised that everyone was smiling, even Sir Tootsalot. And she realised that her unkindness made everyone around her sad, and that her kindness made everyone happy. She decided from that day forward she would be kind, and she settled down to share a drink of yesterday's fresh milk with everyone around her. The end.